Guys, welcome to another special episode. Today we have a mini clips with my friend Lance. Lance said, "What are we filming?" Yes, Lance, we are filming. Come on, hang on. I like to catch his energy. So where we are right now, we are in one of the Sunset Villas, and I have to announce something very important. Meanwhile, he never stopped. He never stopped. He always crazy. Come on, man. Come on here. He never stopped. These guys are so unbelievable. Today we are in Sunset Villa número 4. This is number 4?
Número 3.
This is the number 3, the last one.
The last one available. Actually, it may not be available. We're working on the contract right now.
Yes.
It might be. We have one of our new townhomes, which I think they're under construction.
Yes.
I think you did some videos.
Some video
so you
clips,
can show them.
That's going to be one of the very few last one special.
Last one. We're building the last 2, and there's one of them sold. There's one remaining.
You don't even put it on paper and it's already sold.
It's already sold.
That's how great is this development here, because Malibú concept, in my opinion, you can tell by the time, phase 1, phase 2, Casa Tranquila, which is sold too, and now it's under in the management work, pool, rental pool, and Sunset Villa, since day one, you started to promote it, and you see some videos when he started doing it from scratch, and now I'm telling you, sold out. Actually, the last one, like you said, is probably under contract very soon, and I'm very pleased to say that we are part of that process. I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
Under contract by you and your clients.
Yes.
Actually, this young man here sold villa number 1, villa number 2, now villa number 3. He's also responsible for selling the biggest, nicest, highest end home in all of San Juan, Villa Tranquila.
Villa Tranquila. You got to see those. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much, because you gave me the chance and the opportunity to show these properties in our YouTube channel. And thank you, because you've been following us. And I want to announce we are now got 12,000 followers.
Wow.
Organically. So that's
fabulous.
because friends like you and you behind the camera, the TV saying, okay, Carlos, what's coming? And you know what? I'm very excited to see how people comment about these villages, because they can say you rent it all the time.
Yep.
You have not only international clients, I can see that also the local market is being growing.
Our local market, we've got a good following here from the locals in Managua, Esteli, Matagalpa, all around the country, Leon. And they come down to the beach like most metropolitan areas. People want to get out of town over the weekend, and we're only an hour and a half, 2 hours from most places here. So yeah, our local folks are probably our biggest renters. Probably about 60% local, 40% international. Although it's building up, it's changing a little bit all the time. More and more international people are coming here. There's no doubt about that.
You know, when people come to my videos and they say, Carlos, I'm not only a single buyer for a house, it's also investment opportunity. You as an investor, you came to Nicaragua to explore many years ago. You started other projects many years ago, and you say, hey, Nicaragua, sounds like something is going on here. Yeah. Now the country is going in a great direction. New road is going on. The Costanera is happening. That's going to bring a lot of more customers. And you know what? I want to talk to you, the Nicaraguan investor. You're looking some opportunity. And before to forget, who bought these 2 villages?
Oh, Nicaraguans. Local Nicaraguans.
Exactly.
Yes, actually now this whole building is all Nicaraguans.
Well, that's great.
I would say when we opened this up 10 years ago, we were 80%, 90% foreigners. Now we're 50-50 foreigners and Nicaraguans. Now, the gentleman that bought the big Villa Tranquila, he was from Texas.
Exactly. Yeah. But we have a great combination, very cosmopolitan environment, which that allowed me to tell you, a Nicaraguan investor, you are probably Matagalpa, Esteli, you have a factory, probably you are in the agriculture business, probably you're in industrial business, I don't know, but definitely you're always looking something to diversify your portfolio. You, as an investor, what can you teach us, or what you can tell us what we should pay attention now? What's going on in Nicaragua about the beach investments? What should be a good advice to our friends?
in my opinion, and everybody looks for a little something different in their vacation home.
Yes.
And understand, everybody that buys here buys to use it themselves. And then also, they'd like to make a little income. You know, they don't want it sitting empty. Everybody wants to put their money to work for them.
Of course.
So, but the main thing is, does it suit their needs? And we obviously attract the people that want to be by the beach, look over the ocean, and that's what we build for.
Exactly.
So building in San Juan, which is the single biggest resort place in all of Nicaragua. 8 out of 10 people that come to Nicaragua probably come to San Juan del Sur.
Definitely. And you know, there is another aspect about San Juan del Sur is because no more than 30 minutes away from Costa Rica border.
Yeah.
That also attracts a lot of customers from Costa Rica.
Yep.
They also spend the time in San Juan del Sur because I was talking to them and said, I asked to a Costa Rican couple, said, why do you like to come to Nicaragua? Can you tell me what's to make it so excited for you? I said, Carlos, number one is safety.
Yeah.
Safety. Number two, our money is more here than back in Costa Rica. So thank you, Costa Rican, that come to visit Nicaragua. Don't forget to pass by and say hello to Lance because these villages are the best place in the whole area with the amazing view. And definitely that also guarantees that your investment, when you say, okay, Carlos, I'm gonna use my house probably 2 or 3 times a year, what next? That's where your team comes along, and that's where you do a great job too, to look after these units.
Yes,
you do everything.
Full management. We manage, we maintain the units, we rent out the units for you, we pay the bills for you. You give us a call when you're on your way in. Hey, Lance, we're coming in on Thursday, make sure the house is clean. Give us a shopping list. We send our guys to the grocery store. We fill up your refrigerator. We have masseuses that come out. We have chefs that come out. So we can put, you know, a housekeeper in there that can just make some basic breakfast for you, or bring a full chef to come in and make a gourmet meal.
What you're saying is, if you have a special guest or you want to have a special moment with your business people, friends, maybe your family, maybe you want to impress your wife or your husband, and you say, or why not? You want to have a great family time with the best of the best.
Yeah.
You put all together.
Oh yeah, very big for birthday parties, weddings. There's many venues around here for the weddings, and then the wedding parties stay here. We've had 3 in the last 2 months where they've taken half of the homes here with the wedding parties.
You know, wedding as well as, you know, birthdays, maybe the sweet 15 or your special moment. The most important time in your life is definitely when you get married. You know, you, her, him, say, why not to select the best place?
Yeah. Well, it's
privacy.
Celebrating the happy moment.
Happy moment. You have privacy. You have good taste, great quality. Everyone is looking after for you. You have the best view, and you have parking space. So, if you put all that together, why not a good advice to investors? They can buy these units and have it for both reasons.
Right. That's right.
Pleasure and business.
Right.
So, but what we left now, we don't have more villages.
Oh, we're building more.
Where are we?
Building more. There's going to be some exciting news coming out. Building more in San Juan. We're also doing custom homes in Rancho Santana, also in Guacalito. So we're branching out up and down the coast.
So, but here in Malibú,
I've got,
it's on the contract.
I've got the one under construction now, and there's a spot for 2 more up there on the valley side. And that will be it for Malibú. But we have other land here that we have earmarked that will continue.
You're giving an exclusive right now that you're announcing that something else still missing, left.
Oh yeah.
So you heard that.
Yeah.
So if you're interested to be part of the Malibú family and team, especially if you definitely say, Carlos, I might stay in Malibú a couple nights. I like what's going on there. I like the way they handle it. And the best part is this. The occupancy rate is great and the price per night is awesome. What is the price per night here, average?
The prices range, of course, according to the time of year, how many days you're staying, weekend, weekdays. But on the low side, as low as $350. Average is probably $450 to $600 a night. And then, of course, over the holidays, it doubles and even triples. But you get a nice return on your investment. And it's really one of, if not the only, real 5-star quality property in the general area.
There you go. So what happens if we have a customer or one of our followers or clients in another country, like let's say maybe Europe, maybe United States, maybe Canada, Central America? There is any plan you can attract customers from outside to buy a property here? I mean, everything happened in Nicaragua, like financing or something like that?
Well, you know, it's very easy to buy property here as a foreigner. You can own the property in your name. You can create a local SA, which is like an LLC in the United States.
Yes.
You can even buy it under a US LLC. So there's many options, no problem as a foreigner owning property here. I've been involved and owned property here now for 18 years.
No way.
So
18 years experience.
Yeah.
You heard that. And to complement this information, it's true. Our customers, 98% at the beginning, I have to say, I've been doing this also for about 19 also. And at the beginning it was like 60, 70, 80% foreign. Now, I'm very impressed to tell you that from the last 2-3 years, that numbers is changing. I've seen more Nicaraguans looking into Nicaragua and say, wait a minute. Beach properties are one of the first target that investors and tenants and rentals and vacationers, all kind of people that love to travel.
That's right. There's only so much land in the world, in the country, and even less.
So what can you say, what is today the San Juan del Sur market? What should be today and say, hey, you have some money to put in somewhere place? What will be? San Juan del Sur first number one?
San Juan del Sur is certainly number one. And again, it's personal preference. There's other, if you're looking for beachfront, there is other communities up and down the coast. But certainly San Juan del Sur is number one. Also, you brought up a good point, safety.
Safety.
Everybody thinks about it. It's around the world. You got to be concerned about safety for you and your family.
Yes.
Pacific Marlin, where Malibú is probably the safest in the country. I have my own personal home here. You can walk in my front door anytime. The keys are in my car.
Hopefully I convince him to sell it.
Really,
it's beautiful.
Zero crime up here in Pacific Marlin.
That's one of the biggest strength point we have in Nicaragua, I have to say. Every time I'm able to travel and drive everywhere. I've been going from north, south, center. And the feeling is exactly the same.
Yes.
As a Nicaraguan, I can understand the culture here, but also when I drive everywhere, you don't know every single place.
Right.
But I can tell you right now, when I go to San Juan del Sur, and then I have the chance to see Playa Remanso, Playa Coco, all this Ostional, and the new road that is going on here.
Oh, the Costanera Road is a game changer from Costa Rica to San Juan del Sur. It will take you from the border less than 30 minutes.
Yes.
On a beautiful coastal road.
That's why I want to say something about Malibú.
Yeah.
Is the location.
Yeah.
You just said something important. You come to Malibú, you keep one of these houses for you or for your business. But if you want to explore, now with the new roads, you can go everywhere, relax, come back to here, and then just sunset and ride. Also,
an exciting part about that new Costanera Road is you'll be able to travel from Costa Rica to here in a private road. When I mean it's only for 12 passenger vehicles and smaller. Because we are on the Pan American Highway, currently, that's where the customs immigration is. So sometimes you get hung up waiting for the trucks and the buses, but that won't exist. It'll be strictly for tourism.
Exactly. That's why, guys, be aware of Nicaragua is for any way to say it's definitely the next destination for investors. I can tell I've been working for 20 years and I've been paying attention. What's going on? Canadian people coming more often. I see people more from France, Germany, Switzerland, Denmark, Holland, all over.
Yeah.
First, they love surfing.
Yeah.
Secondly, they want to have a second home for vacation or retire or just business.
Yes.
And that's why I like to say, guys, Malibú is when wake up my attention and say, hey, wait a minute, this is something different. Style, design, concept, layout, view, the village of San Juan del Sur, which is perfect because let's say you retire. You need to have all the conveniences. You need to have a clinic, hospital, fire department, gas stations, police stations, restaurants, all kind of food
By the way, everything you mentioned is brand new within the last couple of years. New fire station, new police station, new hospital, new gas station.
New gas station.
Yeah, so
new highways, new roads.
New roads. Yeah.
So what can you say for Nicaragua now? What will be the best wish or the best tip you can give to our investor friends?
Come on down, check it out for yourself, stay here, and you'll be a believer.
So if you want to contact Lance, I'm gonna give you at the description below this video his contact information, his email. And if you say, Carlos, I may rent a few nights one of these Malibú units, and maybe you fall in love, because what you're gonna find here is something completely unique and different. And I can tell you, because after you've been looking so many places, you understand why people like it. And the reason is this project didn't last that long.
No.
In less than a year and a half, you sold everything.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
With your help, my friend.
Well,
thank you.
Teamwork.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Be aware of, because you heard him. He said something else is coming soon. And when he says something is coming, I'm telling you, it's because it's a special. So I want to see you at the next adventure.
Thank you.